And I have so many stories I want to tell you, but this right here is for anyone that wants to rebrand their entire life. And one thing you have to do when you rebrand your entire life is get rid of some people. Let's talk about it, because nobody really wants to talk about it, but let's just face it. You outgrow people, and you have to be okay with outgrowing people. Everybody cannot come. But the reason why everybody can't come is because some people don't want to see you grow. Some people do not want to see you get to that next level. They are really doing things to sabotage you and hold you back because they probably saw your potential a long time ago. A very long time ago. You ever think about how your closest friends never really support the things that you do? Y'all gotta bear with me because I'm trying something different with this podcast. Literally, I was saying to my friend, I was like, listen, I can't be in four walls all day, every day doing this. Like, this is not going to work for me. So we got to try something different. So I am going to do my podcast, but in a vlog type of way. So because I have a lot of moving parts in my life, always, not just right now, all the time, I want to blog or do my podcast while I'm out and about. So come along with me. So I want to talk to you guys about changes, and when you make changes, and who can stay and who can go, right? We're going to get into some sunlight real quick. But do you know that in order for you to grow, you have to get rid of some things. You have to change some patterns. And when you're becoming this new person, rebranding, I should say, when you're rebranding your entire life, some things really have to change. Like, really, really, really have to change. The main thing that changed for me was my environment. I'm from Baltimore City. I love my city. I love my town. I love a lot of the people. Some not so much. I mean, everybody gets that when you're in your hometown. But I feel like when you are a star, or if you are a light or an innovative person or a creative person, or you're the type of person that have a lot of eyes on you, and it's not really all that normal in your city, like if you're from a quiet town and you're like popular, it's best for you to get up out of there at some point. And growth really, really, really requires leveling up in a way where it just looks different. Your environment is just going to look different. Being comfortable is more of a luxury after you get to where you need to be, right? So I am in a space now where I have changed everything. We're talking people, places, things, you name it. I feel like my look is completely different. I feel like my sound is completely different. I feel like, the way I view things, the way I treat people, the way I allow people to treat me, it's just different. And I have so many stories I want to tell you, but this right here is for anyone that wants to rebrand their entire life. And one thing you have to do when you rebrand your entire life is get rid of some people. Let's talk about it, because nobody really wants to talk about it, but let's just face it. You outgrow people, and you have to be okay with outgrowing people. Everybody cannot come. But the reason why everybody can't come is because some people don't want to see you grow. Some people do not want to see you get to that next level. They are really doing things to sabotage you and hold you back because they probably saw your potential a long time ago. A very long time ago. You ever think about how your closest friends never really support the things that you do? Those people are not your friends, and those people are not the people that's gonna push you to go because they constantly want to see you in a box. I had this happen to me more than once. It has happened to me so many different times. And being put in a box when you're a multifaceted type of person, you have different passions and things like that, I constantly was feeling like I had to make myself very small. And you cannot make yourself small when you're trying to grow. Now, you can adjust yourself. I saw something on a video not that long ago, and a girl was saying that she made herself small to fit in a certain room. And I kind of got it. But right now, we're not making ourselves small. We're not making ourselves small. We're not doing anything to be small. We are trying to rebrand and grow. So I gave you guys a couple of things. So we're going to continue this conversation in a different scene because I'm trying something new with my podcast. I got tired of being in these four walls, sitting at this chair with this mic in my hand, with these headphones and all of that. And I said, you know what? Why not take you guys with me? I live in a beautiful city, beautiful atmosphere. Take you guys with me so you can see what I do. Well, not necessarily what I do on a day-to-day, but we're going to mix a little bit of that in there. I'm on my way to Bal Harbour, so you guys will be able to, just kind of sit with me. Let's vibe. Let's see how it go. I need to get something done to my car. Let's vibe. Let's see how it go. I want to just kind of try something different. I want to do something different, like a vlog style podcast. So I'll see you guys in the next scene. I had too much going on outside and I wanted to make sure I got this done. So we were talking about changing places, people, things. But what I really want to talk to you guys about is the most important person that needs to change is us. I was thinking about me as a child and how my experiences as a child shaped me to who I am now and the habits that I have created for myself throughout my teens, 20s, 30s, and now that I'm in my 40s. You have a lot of eye-opening things that happen. And when stuff and the situations keep coming up in the same way and also in different ways, it's like you got to really sit and say, it's you, right? So I literally was like, I got to really work on myself. As you guys know, if you've been watching this podcast for as long as I've been here, it's a constant thing to keep working on yourself. It's a process, and you're not going to be healed in 1 year. You're not going to be healed in 2 years. It really is a process, undoing all of the traumas and the different things in life that we have been through. So I made a post on Instagram and I list all of the things that basically I worked on within myself. And it was so many things because I had to be a different person. There's so many different people within me, if that makes sense. I'm the business person. I'm the mother. I'm the friend. I'm the lover. I'm the sister. I'm the cousin. I'm so many different people to so many different people. But who was I being to myself? So I thought about me being a young girl and, me and my sister, we grew up with our dad living from another state. So I wouldn't see him all the time. But I know that I yearned for that type of male presence. And my mother, she was so dominant, but she wasn't really, really nurturing. So that's where I got the people pleasing and always wanted to be a certain person to somebody and always wanted to show up for other people. But I got to show up for myself. So once I started changing, and let me tell you something, the top of the year, the top of 2025, I didn't make a resolution. I just started the year because one, I didn't know what I wanted my priorities to be, as far as like, because I'm always thinking about business and obviously my family too, but business, I'm always thinking about something with business, and I didn't know what I wanted my priority to be. You know, I'm a hairstylist. I work part-time. I run Femininity. Within Femininity, we have coaching, we have lifestyle, we have the media part, we also have a fitness line, and then I have a community of people, then we have the podcast. It's just so many different things. But the beginning of the year was very eye-opening for me, and I found myself in a position that I was just like, how did I even get here? Like, how did this even happen? And I realized, Rachel, you have to change. You cannot be this vulnerable. You cannot be this open. You cannot be everything to everybody, and you have to be okay with that. And I decided to isolate myself, and I'm still in isolation. I do socialize a little bit. What you guys see on Instagram is me socializing, trying to make sure that I, keep my certain connections and stuff like that. But I am really in heavy isolation. And I mean, the thought of just having silence and being to yourself, and, even right now, right? I've been doing this fast. I started this fast. This is bone broth. I started this fast March the 1st, and I've been fasting ever since. Sun up to sundown. So the sun is going down, and I'm about to have this broth. Sun up to sundown. I don't eat anything. I drink water. That is it. And I wanted to do that because I wanted to then set my intentions. I then wanted to have a clear heart, clear mind. I wanted to, get back on my fitness, start really taking care of my skin, drinking my water, doing things that I really, really love that I hadn't been doing in like months, since I probably moved out of my old place. That is so good. Guys, you gotta try it. So I want to go over 10 things that I've worked on. 10 things that I worked on, and I want to share them with you in hope that you guys take these 10 things and carry them with you. So let's go over these 10 things, because change starts with us. So I created this post, and the post was elevation of self. So basically, this is elevation of self. And here are 10 signs that you have mastered self-awareness and you are raising your vibration. Because I feel like I am finally there. There's no more self-sabotage. There's no more self-doubt. There's no more questioning my decisions. Like I used to do that a lot. There's no more of that. Because I feel like I have mastered myself to the point you really can't tell me anything. I don't care what nobody think. You can bring up something from my past. I don't care. Like, I don't live there anymore. You obviously don't know me. And anybody that has anything negative to say, it doesn't even matter. It just rolls off my shoulders. I don't care. Like, I'm posting more content. I'm being more creative. I'm not in my mind like, oh my God, what are they going to say? I don't care. Like, I really don't care. I care about this bag. I care about making money. I care about my kids being fine. I care about the son I got, my daughter. I don't care about anything else. So the first thing, your validation now comes from within. My validation now comes within. There's a peaceful certainty that replaces that desperate hunger of approval from other people. Your inner self should be enough. You know what I mean? Like, you should trust yourself. The fact that I trust myself even more, I don't question my decisions on anything. If it's a business decision, I trust myself. If it's a relationship that I no longer want to nurture, I trust myself. And I don't think that I used to be that way because I wasn't that confident in trusting myself. And I don't understand how that even could be a thing for me, because I'm a pretty confident person. But you could also be a confident person and not trust yourself. The next one was, hold on. You made peace with your non-negotiables. And what this means is you are like, listen, I done been through this. I done been through that. I'm not stepping into no drama. I don't want no drama. And as soon as I see it, I'm out. Like, that's a non-negotiable. That's a boundary. I'm not entertaining any drama. I don't care what she said. I don't care what he said. I am not entertaining that. I have work to do. I have businesses to run. I have people to coach. I have, looks to create with my clients. I have a child, a son to raise. I am not dealing with any drama. Whatever narrative someone wants to create, whatever lie someone wants to make up or rumor, I just don't even care. It's just, I don't want it to take space up in my world. I really don't. And I'm not. So I've made peace with that. All right, the next one. Let's go to the next one. 1 second, guys. Your silence has become intentional. So my silence has definitely became intentional. When you discover your power within yourself and the wisdom that you have, that emptiness that you just take on, it's like the vessels around you just become noise. Like everything else around you just becomes noise and like just non-important to you. When you're quiet and you're not saying anything, you have the opportunity to really hear and really see what you need to see. Whenever I'm trying to make a decision, I just get really, really quiet. And I know that really hurts, can hurt people's feelings. And sometimes it has hurt people's feelings. But it's just something that I need to do for myself. I just need to get to myself, be quiet, not talk, not say anything. So my silence has been more intentional. So you befriended solitude. So like I told you guys, I've been heavy in my solitude, just spending time with myself, tackling my routines. I've been making sure I work out every single day. Obviously, when I go back to Baltimore to do my clients, I don't work out. That's why I work out every single day. But I work out every single day. I'm drinking my water. I'm fasting. I'm doing all of those things that I felt like I probably had to be on the phone with a friend and, just basically I'm just addressing my abandonment issues. Me being in my solitude, sitting with myself, improving myself, doing things for myself. It's like, it feels amazing. And I know sometimes solitude may be lonely, but it's okay. It's normal. Sometimes you're going to get lonely and it's really okay. You release with intention and grace. And I know this can kind of be hard for a lot of people, but I'm going to tell you why it's important. If someone has wronged you, or if someone has said something about you, or someone has done something to you, you really have to just, I don't know where that person was in their life that they did that, but I'm going to release it and I'm going to give them grace, but that doesn't mean that I have to stay. You understand? I am not going to walk around harboring feelings of hate or feelings of resentment. You almost have to detach your mind from things that have happened. Because if you don't, God, the universe, it won't bring you back good energy. So if someone says something negative or did something negative, I just let it go because I'm like, I don't know where they are in their life and I don't care. It's not my problem. I care where I am in my life and I care what I carry in my mind and I care what I carry around in my heart. And we only here for a short time. We here for a short time, not a long time. And the last thing I want to do is to be carrying around something, some resentment, some pain. I just don't want it. Now, I'm not saying that that's easy for everybody because obviously just to detach is not easy for everybody. I am an empath, but I am one of them empaths that know how to detach from something. And I just know that's not easy. So with therapy, go talk to somebody, but you have to not carry that around. All right, your boundaries respect your self-love and your self-respect. Okay, so let me tell you something. Because I have had abandonment issues, my boundaries was extremely poor. Like, and I didn't even realize that they were poor, but I will let people call me in trauma dump. I will let people, just, maybe borrow something of mine and not give it back. And I just looked at it like, well, maybe they need it more than I do. But no, why the hell would I let them carry my bag and my shoes and stuff after I worked hard for this kind of stuff? Like, no. Or when I owned a salon and I had so many people working with me, I would let them use my products. They would use my products. They would come in on days where the salon wasn't open, and I just would be like so easygoing that when I started implementing rules and different things, then that's when the attitudes come out. That's when the hate comes out. That's when, oh, she thinks she all that starts to happen. But really, boundaries is you have to be okay with what you say. You have to be okay with saying no. That shit is no. No is no. You have to be okay with people not liking you. You have to be okay with conflict. You have to be okay with somebody disagreeing with you. I'm gonna tell you guys a simple situation. And I probably, if this was me a couple years, maybe even last year, if this was me, I went out with my girlfriend. She was like, valet your car, and we'll come back and get your car. We wind up coming, we both live in the same area. We wind up coming in the area where we live at. We left my car was in downtown Miami. We came back up to where we live, and when dinner was over, she was like, I'm gonna Uber you back to your car. I said, no, you're not, And if this was past me, I would have been like, all right, this Uber. But I really didn't want her to Uber me. I wanted her to drive me. I wanted us to be together. This is what you said you was going to do. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be in somebody's funky Uber. I wanted to be in her car. So it's just like little things like that. Like just being assertive with your boundaries. No means no. You can't be afraid to be in conflict because, life is about conflict. That's when your emotional development and your emotional maturity comes in. And you have to just handle conflict with dignity, So, all right. So number 7, your emotions no longer drive the vehicle. Okay. So we kind of really just touched on that. If I'm having like a bad day, I remember this. Everybody would feel it in my house. If I was having a bad day for work, I would carry all of my belongings with me in the house. All of my feelings, everything that I felt, it was coming in the house with me, and everybody was feeling that wrath. That shit is immature. And I'm so glad, like with self-awareness, you have to be mature enough to say, that wasn't right. You need to get that together. That's not cool. Like, I was watching this girl on, I think it was on TikTok, and she didn't have a hand. And the guy was like, I'm taking you back home. The girl was going off. She was calling this guy every name in the book. And I was like, she is really emotional because she must have faced rejection from this hand. And the guy was simply saying, like, you didn't tell me, you didn't disclose to me that you didn't have a hand. Like, you should have told me that. And although it was very shallow, but it was like, why didn't you discuss that with him? She felt like that was her business. And appearance wise, I mean, like, you don't have a hand. I mean, if you're talking about everything else, you should probably talk about that too. But the way she handled it, it was just kind of like you didn't even feel bad for her anymore because she was going off. She was cussing. The guy was sitting there like, I don't know, I'm taking you home. And she was really handling it very immature. So just your emotions just don't drive you. Like my emotions, I don't really wear them on my chest. I don't wear them on my sleeve. I don't have a passive aggressive attitude. I used to. When I was upset, you would feel it, but I wouldn't say anything. Now I just say what I gotta say and keep it moving. It just is what it is. That right there, it is what it is. That is handling your emotions and letting it go. Say what you gotta say. It's your feelings and let it go. Keep it moving. You're playing for the long game now. So, wow. So Playing for the long game, and this is all of us. Playing for the long game is when you say no to the dopamine. You say, is this gonna help my future self? Is this gonna improve my future self? Okay, so I stopped drinking. I love me a bottle of Moet. I love me some champagne. I love it. I love going out, holding my glass in my hand and just being all pretty and fabulous. And then I said, I have to stop this. Literally, I went out with a girlfriend of mine. We went out on a Friday. That Saturday, I could not get up and I had one drink. I had a lemon drop and I felt terrible the next day. I felt so bad the next day. Same thing with my eating habits. It gives me a dopamine. I'm like, oh my God, I love the way this tastes in my mouth. I have to have it. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to have it. And there's other things that we do for dopamine, like going to go buy stuff that we don't need. I am not buying anything that I don't need in this economy. If it's not making my looks, my physical looks, like the gym, my skin, my nails, I am not rushing to go and do it. Now, I'm going to spend money on my hair because I am my own advertisement, as far as my clients and stuff. But going out just doing stuff just because and not seeing no benefit, long-term benefit, it's a no. It's an absolute no. All right, so the last one I want to talk to you guys about, this is the last and final one, right? And this is really, really important, so make sure you guys listen up. You generally celebrate others' light. Now, I don't think I've ever had a problem with this, but I'm going to tell you what I did have a problem with. I was so consumed with my own success that I forgot that my friend over here was doing something big. I forgot that my sister had something going on. I was such in survival mode that all I was doing was what I had to do. And being in your own bubble is cool and everything, but it comes off kind of self-centered. And I don't happen to think I'm self-centered, but hey, maybe, But you have to be aware about the people around you and what they're doing and, the projects that they have, whether it's making a lot of noise or whether it's making a little bit of noise. You really do have to show up for people. Now, not saying that I didn't show up for people, because I definitely showed up for people. But I could have been a little bit more invested. I could have been a little bit more cheerleaderish. But I remember at a time in my life where I was focused on my goals and what I had to do and what I need to do, that I was blinded by other things that was going on around me and celebrations that I could have been at and doing and, feeling the moments. But, you live and you learn. You really, really, really do live and you learn. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. It's like a vlog type podcast. I am going to definitely be switching things up, but I just want to tell you, right? This is going to be a series about growth. We only are talking about growth. But if you're really serious about your growth and you're really serious about making changes and you're really serious about leveling up in 2025, it really has to start with self. And then you work your way out. Because once you change who you are as a person, other things aren't going to be attracted to you. It's going to be people. It's going to be places. It's going to be things. I literally can say I feel good about where I am. Good about the people that I associate with. I feel really, really amazing about the money that I'm bringing in. Obviously, we all want more, but I'm really feel good about all of the decisions that I have been making thus far for 2025. So listen, if you guys haven't checked out the new website, please make sure you check out the new website. It's rvllifestylemedia.com. I put up a blog every Monday. Really, really good material. I highlight women in women in business. I highlight different women from different backgrounds, but right now I'm starting from my closest network outward. So what I plan on doing is highlighting women, putting up resources so you guys can connect with each other. Please go check out that website. The coaching, it is now available. If you need image consulting, if you need mindset coaching, if you need dating advice, anything like that where you want to work with me one-on-one, it's now available. I had a call yesterday and that call went really, really well. I was really happy. I was really excited. This person is like doing femininity coaching and she's doing image consulting with me. So I'm just really excited about what's going on for 2025. But I gotta keep this content coming. I have to keep the content coming. I'm sorry I backed off of the podcast. I'm back now. I finally found an editor that I'm comfortable with. It's not perfect, but we getting there. So guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you like and follow, because we're gonna dive deep. I'm not holding anything back. I love you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.